Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. This is a Golden Age free-for-all show, and I've got two of my buddies here in the community joining me. Man Cave Comics, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Covey?
Alex, Comic Hoarder, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, Alex.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys, man. So, I don't know how long we've been talking about doing this show. I think Alex and I have been talking about doing something for like months, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It's been pretty open-ended. We just haven't nailed something down. And then Man Cave and I just recently started this show, if you want to call it that, called Next Level Collecting. We did that one episode where we showed a whole bunch of our Golden Age DC superhero stuff, which was really a blast. And that's one of the best, that's one of the highest performing videos I've ever done on my channel. So shout out to Man Cave. That was an amazing show. And now he's back, and we've invited Alex to tag along here, and we're just going to show some Golden Age comics. That's really the only rule here. Probably going to try to show stuff I haven't shown, like more of the oddities and like other genres that I'm not necessarily known for collecting, like the DC superhero stuff. But really, anything you guys want to show is on the table, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited to hang out with you and talk Golden Age and show some books. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having us on, Coffee. We love it. And yeah, I'll try to do the same. I'll try to show things that I haven't shown before. Maybe some things that were deep in my videos that only 50 people may have watched anyway. So no worries.
Right.
And new stuff.
I tried to do some scouting, Man Cave, when we went on Comic Hoarder. I tried to do some scouting of your stuff, and I was like, man, we need more content. I need more Man Cave videos to.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot to sort of go through on channel.
And honestly, since I've been jumping on other people's streams, it's made me more lazy. So I've shown my bigger books on other people's channel. On my
100%. It's much more easy and fun to just hop on somebody else's show.
Right.
You get sent the link, and there you go. You're hanging out. It's the setup work which keeps me from doing even more than I do, honestly.
Yes.
One thing I have learned though through going live on other people's channels and then doing my own content is that as small and tight-knit as our community seems, there are still people in other sects of the community that interact. And I met First Edition Comics through doing Comic Gories. I didn't really know much about him. I saw him on other channels, but I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. And then he reached out to me after watching that show, and we instantly hit it off. And the guy is incredible.
Oh yeah, that dude's super nice, dude. Yeah, I mean, I met him through Kenny and all that, I've known him a little bit. But
I was actually talking to him on the phone. Kavi knows I get bored and I start calling people.
He does. He calls me in the middle of the day when I'm on Zoom meetings for work. I'm like, yo,
Kavi's always working.
Slow your roll, bro.
I'm talking to Shaq. I'm talking to Paul. I'm talking. Yeah, it's fun stuff. And,
all right, well, we got some people here in the chat. We got JP's Budget Collecting. We got Wolf Blitz in the house. We got Gorilla Todd. We got Unruly Simeon. We got the Art Chemist, Arsenio. What's up? We got House Till the End is in here. Wolf Blitz is already asking a question that we asked backstage. Are those real books behind Alex? And you want to tell the story, Alex?
Okay, so... The short answer is no.
We wish.
And that's probably where it ends here. He just signed.
The long answer is maybe one day.
Forget this one. So these are all Schomburg grails of mine. But I say grails in the way that, like, if I had the money, I'd probably put it towards something else. Yeah. Like if I had $5,000 to put on one of these books, I would probably buy something else. And I wouldn't put the money on these, but I would love to like find an attic collection or something.
A-OK hint.
So if there's some rich grandma out there with all these,
I mean, they're great looking prints, though, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I did was I took a cue from Tech 31 Kid, Prime Time on Instagram, and he's got some great books behind him, so he can display those books on his wall, and he doesn't have to put his real copies up. But I don't have the real copy, so I just wanted these things. But I wanted to share this one. So Collecto6 showed me this. I think everyone kind of knows about Terrific 5, Startling Comics 49, and Suspense 3. But this is Gaiety. I don't know if this is a very well-known. This is Gaiety. It's from September of 1941. It's an Alex Schomburg cover, and it's signed down there by him. If you had the actual magazine, this would be a magazine style book. Yeah. And I absolutely love the bombers, the hangers in the back, the bombers, this pinup style girl on the cover.
It's very classy.
It absolutely screams the greatest generation to me. And this brings me back to like sitting with my grandpa and like and the way he looked at my grandma. And I just picture this lady as being, just a beautiful lady from the 40s. So,
wow. Yeah, I'm with you though, dude. And Wolf Blitz jokingly said, "Send kids to college or Golden Age book, tough choice." Yeah. But for some of those bigger Schomburg covers, those bigger Schomburg books, which I also don't have in my collection, and I also collect Schomburg like you. It's tough, man, because you really want those books, but like you said, if you had that much money lying around, I would probably put it into something else. I would probably put it in another Batman Golden Age book or something like that. Personally,
decisions.
Yeah, well,
trade school, college.
These are all good problems to potentially complain about one day. But anyway, here's Hialeah Comic Bros in the house.
The champion. What's up, Hialeah? In WO, baby.
Fresh off his winning night on.
I'm coming for you. I want a rematch. I got to get my eyes checked for color blindness, and then I'm out back in.
I literally just put my shirt back on from that show for this show, so I had it on during the show.
Yeah, this isn't that kind of show.
No shirt required for quarantine.
This show is somewhere in between Golden Guys and Comic Gories.
There you go. What's up, Carolina Chris 26 is in the house. Good to see you, Carolina Chris. Paul Emanuel's in the house. Oh, our buddy DS Comics is in the house. There he is. What's up, DS? Good to see you, brother. Who else? We got a lot of people.
I just got a dope comic from DS. He sent it to me. I look forward to showing you guys.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah. I got a lot of comics from DS. Not much Golden Age, but I buy a lot of other Bronze Age keys. I have like a whole museum of Bronze Age keys that I got from DS. J Salsa 23 is in the house. What's up, J Salsa? Oh, there's Paul. First edition is in the house. What's going on, brother? We were just talking about you. All good things. Good to see you here, man. Thank you for stopping in. All right, man. Who wants to show the first comic book? This is a Golden Age free-for-all.
Not it.
I know. I'm the host, so I can't go first.
Alex is going to pull one out. Then I'll
let's look on Alex the Comic Hoarder. What you want to show?
So I assume everyone that's watching the channel has looked at Golden Age books, has kind of wanted or been curious about Golden Age books. And one thing that always attracted me, first of all, to Golden Age books was the banner on the top. Like, as you can see up here.
Large trade dress is a great attraction of Golden Age.
The title, it just screams Golden Age to me. And even in the Bronze Age, they kind of mimicked it to give you that nostalgic feeling. But I've always loved Action Comics with the big banner. So this is Action Comics 63.
Beautiful.
I think this is a Jack Burnley cover.
Yes. And you have a better. I was afraid you might pull that in the Comic Gories because I have that, but it's a restored grade. I think yours is better, so I was going to try to avoid that.
For which category?
Whatever. I knew he had it.
Oh, you were just going to go with the Hail Mary?
Yeah. It's a great cover.
But I love it with the Zero, the Jap plane there, and the Jap pilot, and then you've got Superman with the fist going, and just when I say big banner, I mean it's all right there. It's just beautiful. So that's my first book. Really great Action Comics book.
That's awesome, man. What's up? The Z Collects, Comics for Thomas, Comic Noob. We got JoJo Flicks and Comics in here. Super Us 9000. And Rod the Rican. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. All right, Man Cave, you're going next, my friend.
All right. Well, I'm not doing DC because as Kavi said, we showed pretty much.
Man Cave and I showed a ton of Action Comics, Detective Comics, Batman, and Superman on the first episode of this show. So we're probably going to go other directions. I did bring a couple of the DC things that I forgot to show, or that I didn't pull out in time for the last show, But yeah, I'm gonna go weird. I think with my choices.
I'm gonna just I picked up a number of things I've been working on getting for a while, so I'm gonna just show what I picked up today, and this is a conserve grade big banner. We're talking show Alex Schomburg cover, Fighting Yank number 3.
Wow.
I might have to show a Fighting Yank then.
Oh, it's got the snakes too. It's got
Yeah, he's stepping on a snake, rescuing kids from what looks like a little sandbox. Japanese choke
Chris Barrett.
cover. Yeah, it's an
awesome.
old. It says it has a purple label, but it's an old CGC conserve gray.
Huh, so they didn't have the gray color back then.
That's right. So it's an old slab, and just love it. Schoenberg,
That's badass.
goodness, 1944.
Yo, what's up, Funk Comics and Chris Barrett in the house? Good to see you guys. All right, so it's my turn. So you showed that Fighting Yank. I'll show you. I only have this one Fighting Yank. I think, yeah, this is the only Fighting Yank I have. This is one of my Schomburg Grails. Like CGC does notate it as a classic cover. It is Fighting Yank 23.
More snakes.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, sorry about the glare, but I guess I shouldn't be sorry about the glare. But
you got the Ku Klux Klan there too. It's like
this is definitely one of the better good girl art Schomburg covers for me.
Oh yeah.
Now this one's a 0.5. It's got a piece cut out of one of the pages, so that's why it's a 0.5. Presents like a 4.5 or something. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's one of the nicer looking 0.5s. To me, this was just about the cover, and I got a great price on it because it was a 0.5. So love that Schomburg. I also collect Schomburgs. Yep, blonde, red dress. You gotta like it.
Alejandro Schomburg y Rosa. He was the man.
I mean, that's something that the three of us share, I guess, is we are all three Schomburg cover guys.
Even if you go to his airbrush, good girl art phase, or his crazy time leaves, they're all beautiful, man.
Yeah.
All beautiful.
All right, Alex.
What number was that? What number was that one that you just
that was Fighting Yank 23.
Okay, so we had 13, 23. Mm-hmm. Yours was 13, Man Cave, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm going to show a low grade 11. Here is Fighting Yank 11, and there's a piece added up here with a little colored in on the G.
Oh, that's great.
We could complete the G, but you've got the
bondage.
You got the blonde good girl Schomburg lady. You've got these weird tribal guys there, tribal foot soldier guys.
And then again,
America's bravest defender.
Almost a Ku Klux Klan-y looking guys in the background there in the
Yeah, he loved using those hoods.
The hoods. He did.
Fighting Yank is a great character. I think honestly, I hate that they did it, but I think in the newest iterations of Fighting Yank, I think they turned him into a bad guy.
Oh really?
Really?
I think they I think Black Terror woke up out of or was sucked into some sort of thing that brought him to the present. And then they were all betrayed by the Fighting Yank, I believe. But I don't subscribe to that.
I know it's not my turn, but real quick, I'm going to show this because the bondage there reminds me of the bondage here in the bottom of this
nice.
Marvel Mystery Schomburg that I got. This Marvel Mystery 29. Probably my favorite Schomburg from this title, Marvel Mystery 29.
Oh, that's beautiful,
personally.
Man.
I love it, dude.
That's a great comic. Both of them. All right, we'll stay on the Schomburg sort of theme here. So this one is from 1944, Schomburg cover. Just got this recently, a Hitler cover. And Thrilling Comics, number 44.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, nice.
Doc Savage coming in, punching the driver, and Hitler raising his arms, motorcycle cavalcade. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I got a couple Thrilling Comics Schomburgs. So, man, I love this. This is like Golden Age comic show and tell jazz improvisation right here.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. That's awesome, man.
Man, that's cool.
All right, well, I went ahead of my turn, so we can just go back around to Alex, unless you guys want me to show something else.
Yeah, go, show.
All right, I'll show Thrillings.
You're allowed to enter. You're allowed to break line with a mystery comic, Marvel Mystery Comics. That's a standing rule.
Thank you. So this is Thrilling Comics. I forget which number. This is Thrilling Comics number 65 from 1948. This is a high grade copy.
Yeah,
Schomburg 8.5.
Airbrush days, huh?
Airbrush days, yeah. Love the big ape.
What do you get? What grade is it?
8.5.
You beat me.
It is a Schomburg showdown. Well, not necessarily. We didn't really plan on it being that way, though. That's how it's starting right now.
Beat me,
So.
Gavi.
Oh, you got the same. I beat you in a grade on a book.
That's right.
This is a first. This is a first. Somebody screenshot that, please, for me.
Yeah,
for
really.
The future.
There you go.
Where's your copy, Alex?
Yeah.
Come on, Alex. Come on.
No, first edition, Paul. It is not Fiction House. It's Better Publications / it becomes Needor, I believe, right? Better Needor. Yeah.
Standard is the way that they exit the market. Standard Comics.
Oh, Asian Funk laying it down. He says you're not a math teacher, but 8.5 is better than 5.5.
That's right. Well, we were saying you got me. You beat me.
Are you guys, are we starting to talk smack now or something?
I think the chat. I think the chat
good,
just kind of digs that because every show turns into a competition show now or a game show. I'm trying to make this just about sharing and hanging out.
Yeah.
So
I like the way I really put it.
The trash talking is optional.
We're Golden Age twins. I'm just the uglier twin with the uglier grade.
There you go.
So I'll keep on the train here, and I'll show America's Best. So this is still during the wartime.
Oh,
and you've got these gangsters. This is a 5.5, America's Best 15. It's still the wartime. It's got the war bonds and stamps for victory, and so it's got the heroes. You got Doc Savage, Fighting Yank, and you've got the Black Terror. These gangsters are forging gas rations. So they're not our heroes are not gonna put up with that. And so they got an axe, they're breaking the machine, they're breaking the press.
Dude, there's so much detail on all these Schomburg covers. There's like so much happening on all these. It's
I love it. Yeah.
That's another one of those kind of I guess what you would call B or maybe even arguably C tier titles that Schomburg did covers for that I really, really dig because you're not breaking the bank necessarily for those.
America's Best is probably like the comic cavalcade of.
Yeah, exactly. I brought out a comic cavalcade also, which I didn't show last time, but hold on. All right, so I'll show you my America's Best. This is my America's Best number 13, super low grade copy. You see, got this or whatever, but yeah, basically got the same character set. This is a little sun faded copy or whatever. Obviously, it looks good in a Mylar or whatever, but I still really, really like that cover a lot. And what's I think what's cool about this cover is you got the soldier on fire from the flamethrower or whatever.
Yeah, Doc Savage.
CGC notates this as like a soldier on fire cover. Pyro, as DS points out, Pyro Man is probably one of the cooler members of that crew. It's his favorite of that crew. Thank you, Jay Salsa. Another America's Best comics.
Well, since Alex showed Black Terror, I'll go on the Black Terror reign. So this is on my wall, so I had to pull it off. Black Terror number 9. He's rescuing 2 Americans about to get executed here, dug their own grave. Schomburg cover, and just a great.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't have any Black Terror solo title books. Those are cool.
Yeah. This is 1945.
Yep. Super Russ, America's Best is where he bought his glasses. I'm not familiar with that. It's like a chain or something for like glasses and contact lenses or something.
I'll need to be back on the show in a couple weeks when I get my Black Terrors. And
Oh, you got some Black Terrors in?
Yeah, I'll made a deal for them. Still have to pay for them. So.
Word. Oh, you also mentioned Comic Cavalcade, and I don't want to change gears completely, but I don't know whose turn it is. I'm just gonna go.
Just go, baby, go.
So this is Comic Cavalcade number 14. So this is the only book from this title that I have. It's kind of like a sillier title, frankly.
Yeah.
With you got old school, you got Golden Age, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern all doing kind of kind of hokey, fun covers. You know, this is one of them that I kind of liked more so than others that I've seen, and I got a pretty good deal on this one. So I just wanted kind of one example of this title, since DC Golden Age Superhero is like probably the thing I collect the most in Golden Age. This is like my one. Here's my comic cavalcade example.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I just have one here, one as well, and I liked it. It was the I don't have it nearby, but it was the Thanksgiving turkey cover one. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I have 3 from that title. Oh, you do?
He's lying. He only has one Golden Age comic.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen him show any Golden Age like ever. But yeah, not that there's anything wrong with not having Golden Age, but I figure I guess he was kidding. What's up, Jack?
He don't need Golden Age. He'll whip everybody's butt with bronze.
All right, Alex, I'm gonna go to you, bro.
Yeah, I may switch gears here in a second, but it's so good to show Schomburg.
I know it's fun.
Stay on it for a second. This is Black Terror, one of my favorite Black Terror covers, because you do have the soldiers up here. You've got the soldiers up here going to take out that gun there, and then you've got the flamethrower, and you've got Tim Reynolds down here putting out some of the flames, and because that's all ammo down there. 30 cal ammo, U.S. shells. It's about to blow up. So
TJ, you just missed us, bullshitting for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I can't go wrong with Black Terror.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the green on these covers is so cool.
All right, Man Cave, you.
Well, I'm only changing gears in the hero up front, but I'm still on the Schomburg thing. This is Young Allies.
Oh wow.
Number 8. It's a restored grade CBCS, but there's so much going on. There's sharks. There's these 3 characters were always in the Young Allies, and then Young Allies are basically a sidekick comic. So it's Toro and Bucky doing most of the work, and the sharks here, the Japanese. I mean, the way the black man is represented here is so awfully racist, but you just gotta. It's the times. It's just
Not a lot of these covers are PC.
But it's crazy. It's just a part of history. So what can you do? But it's an interesting cover indeed. Alex Schomburg.
Word. All right. Well, I'm going to show another Schomburg. I mean, we could switch gears away from Schomburg and circle back to it later if you want. But here's another one. This is Wonder Comics number 14, 1947. Another airbrush. Schomburg, and I know Alex collects this title and the Schomburg covers in the title.
That's nice.
Yeah, so Bondage. She's not unconscious, so I guess it's not a Pieta, but it's the same, the same pose or whatever. But this is one of my favorite yellow covers that he did. So love that one.
That is super dope.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I love Wonder Comics, Startling Comics. It just screams sci-fi from the 50s, 40s. It's so good. Absolutely love that. Any of that stuff is just killer to me.
Oh, JP got me on the picture I needed. So, TJ, the Asians aren't exactly politically correct either.
Oh, yeah, that's true, TJ. Yeah, but I have so many poor representations of the Japanese. It's like de rigueur, but
I was honestly, DS. I was thinking the same thing. He's saying that's sort of a startling 49 homage. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, honestly. And when at the time, I picked this up like 3 years ago, maybe. No, 2 years ago, maybe, something like that. But anyway, I was thinking that when I picked it up, and as you know, Startling 49 has been on my list for a while, unsuccessfully. So this will tide me over. Yeah. Eventually, maybe one day I'll get to Startling 49. So. All right, I forgot who's next.
Alex.
Somebody remember? I don't know.
I think it's Alex.
Let's make it Alex.
Okay, so I'm going to switch gears and just show a book that. It's got the big banner. It's from 1944. It's January 1944. And any collector that is Silver Age, Bronze Age, Modern, that wants to get a cool Golden Age book with a cool Golden Age hero. And I say cool because I think a lot of the heroes that just kind of birthed out of the, like once Superman launched and the success of Superman, then all the other publishing companies kind of just crapped out a whole bunch of heroes. And so I'm going to show a book that is very, very accessible. I mean, we're talking $30 for a copy, but it's still a cool 1944 January book. This is Feature Comics featuring Dollman.
Oh, cool. And
Dollman is kind of one of those Superman ripoffs that he's a miniature hero, but it's similar. He's strong. And I got this book for $45, and it's in great condition. And it's just one of those Golden Age books that if you want to experience Golden Age, but you don't want to drop $200, $300, $400 on a, you know, Schomburg, whatever, you can experience. This is an Al Bryant cover, really good art. It's just a cool book. It's got that big banner and cool
awesome.
Time period war piece. So,
well, you're inspiring me to show some of my more affordable, like, that's what I'm going to go into next, some of my non-slab stuff. But Man Cave, you're up.
Here's since you went feature, I thought I'd go. I love this skull cover, Feature Comics.
Very similar pose.
Yeah, number 80, same Al Bryant cover, and
good junk pronunciation there on the costume.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, the junk pairs well with the giant skull.
It pairs well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sort of goofy characters being represented, but
it's cool awesome. Though. It's cool to see that kind of stuff and to experience it.
Act is like a big cartoon too. It's just,
oh yeah, I love those full comic strip ads on the back.
Yeah.
Dude, the ads on the back, a lot of these books are like sometimes cooler than the front, depending upon the book. Like I'm a big fan of Golden Age back covers. I think DS and I did a show once on Golden Age back covers, like forever ago. But Woody Warren's in the house. He says, "Do any of you collect Blackhawk?" I don't. You guys?
Yeah,
that's not a title I have any books of.
The ones I would go for would be like the military comics. Isn't that right?
Is that the name of the title?
I think so. I think they've got. I think that's where.
That's his first. That's their first appearance. Modern Comics #1, and then Military Comics, and it became Modern Comics.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. I think I was thinking Modern Comics then.
Yeah.
Got it.
Another character that I was, and Man Cave, you can keep looking for it, but I was looking over your shoulder at that National Comics. So I wanted TJ and Matt, the lower one.
The Uncle Sam one, right?
Yeah. So I was like,
Uncle Sam.
I want to experience some National Comics. And then I looked on eBay at the prices, and I did a hard 180. I was out.
Yeah.
Girl Todd says Torpedo's got a collection of modern military and Black Hawk.
This is national too, though. This is a more famous comic. Cool. He's given Hitler the heave ho.
Oh, okay. Well, now that you showed that, I got to show something that isn't necessarily affordable, but it's a comic book. It's my only Hitler cover, and it involves Hitler getting the heave ho. So here it is. Boy Commandos.
Oh yeah.
#2. Hitler getting the bums rush. Let's give Adolf the bums rush with war bonds and stamps. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's Boy Commandos #2. It's a 4/5. It is restored, but the only restoration note is tape on interior cover. So I'm a little, I'm curious just to see if I could flip this into a universal label at some point. But I'm in no rush or whatever. But yeah, this is Joe Simon. Jack Kirby and Joe Simon, according to CGC. DS saying Joe Simon in the chat. But yeah, I love this book. That book that you showed was fire also. And the other book I was going to show before you misdirected me into my only Hitler cover with the Bums Rush was this book, this is my latest pickup. And I know DS also picked this up. Like
that's an Atom Age. That's like a 1950s,
yeah,
right?
1952, I think. This is Battlefield. This is Battlefield issue 4. This is a Carl Burgos cover.
Oh, Burgos.
I only paid like $20 for this, It's a little bit of a lower grade copy than the one DS posted to his Instagram this week, but I find it pretty funny that we picked this up almost at the same time without talking to each other. So that's pretty awesome. And I don't have any books from this title. This is my first one from this title, and I love this cover, dude. Love that book. So there you go. That's my thank you, Paul.
Hitler covers. I just pulled this Hitler. Getting punched in the face by a blue beetle. 1944.
Oh, damn! Hold on. How do I'm forgetting how to use this freaking thing. There it is.
I had the opportunity to get one of those, man cave, but I turned it down because you wanted to trade, and I'm too attached to the other book. But that's great.
These Hitler covers, they come at a premium now.
Yeah, they do. I mean, any comic, and this is Jack Farr art. I'm not too familiar with him as an artist, but
Was that a Fox book, or what was the
Fox Feature Syndicate? Yep,
Fox.
1944. And I'll show another Blue Beetle after this, older one.
Cool. All right.
What year was that book?
44.
44. Okay. So I'm gonna go for a kind of off the wall one too, but it's a really cool story, and I like what this book represents. So this is from 1941, and it predates Wonder Woman's first appearance in All-Star 8. So this is Captain Fearless #1. It's a Charles Quinlan. It's a Holyoke.
Oh, nice.
Same maker as like Catman, around the same time. And what's really cool about this is, so you got your Nazi soldier there and some kind of officer with a grenade here. But what I like about this book is the first appearance of Miss Victory, a female superhero that predates Wonder Woman. So
gotcha.
Pretty
That's
cool
awesome.
book. And I love these old these Charles Quinlan books are so, it's almost like an acquired taste. It doesn't quite at first. It almost looks like one of those underground books, like underground 70s, like those books.
The guy who looks like Davy Crockett almost looks like he's dancing or fighting. It's hard to say, but it's
I didn't know if I liked this at first. The Quinlan stuff,
love it though,
doesn't necessarily attract me like love at first sight until I saw Catman stuff. And then you look at Catman and then you can appreciate Quinlan's art. But
I really like that trade. I really like that trade dress.
Oh,
where how big the 10 cent is, and like how it's in its own design over there.
That shield that the 10 cents is on. Yeah, pretty cool book. It just reminds me so much of like a 70s underground.
Awesome. Yo, what's up, Brian? Take the Time Collectibles in the house. Good to see you, brother. All right, I forget. Is it my turn or is it your turn?
Your
Man
turn.
Cave? My turn? Okay.
I think it's your turn.
Go ahead.
My turn? Your turn?
Yep.
All right. So this is the oldest comic in my collection. It's nothing crazy, but it is the second ever issue of 4-color.
Oh wow!
So it technically was printed without a number. So 4-color series 1, no number, but then parentheses, it's the second issue ever of 4-color, and it's featured Don Winslow of the Navy. So this is the only book I have currently, I believe, that hits the 1939 time frame.
That's nice.
So
that's
wanted
great
to show that.
Yeah, 4-color was like a showcase version for
I got a bunch of different 4-colors. Like here's a Popeye 4-color. This is volume 2, number 43.
Right.
So I don't want to.
Yeah, I have the first appearance. I have the first appearance of Turok, which is a 4-color.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
What's up, Kachoon and Delphia?
Yeah.
Turkey burgers sounds pretty good. I'm hungry. Sounds pretty good. All right.
So we were on Hitler covers. So I have this one and only Superman punching Hitler by Kenny Comic Head 84.
From the golden age of last month.
The golden age of Kenny's apartment or house. Yep. I'll show you another comic too while we're at it. Now, where did I have that? Oh yeah, my other Blue Beetle I was telling you about. So shout out to Kenny for that one. This is from 1940. It's a restored grade, pretty beat, but Mystery Men number 11, Blue Beetle.
Cool.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this is just dropped in where I
haven't seen books from that.
Yeah, it's a Mystery Men can be tough to get. They're not cheap, and they're but this was restored and low grade, so met my requirements.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
So good.
I think it's Alex's turn, right? Or yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Just going like
the artist. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned the artist.
Who's the artist?
This is Joe Simon without Kirby. Joe Simon.
Yep.
Nice.
My bad.
I think Simon's Comics has got a couple of those Mystery Men comics.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, Simon. Yeah, my bad.
Okay. Oh, it's on me. Hey.
It's on you.
Looking around trying to figure out what to show, but I'm going to show.
No worries. That's what exactly. This is free for all, bro. Free for all.
Yeah, it's a free for all. Just like you said.
I've got a lot of other Schomburgs to show, but it's kind of interesting to just.
I got more Schomburgs too, so if you want to go back that direction, I can go back that direction.
Got Schomburgs.
I'm not going to go there yet. I'll let you guys dictate that, but I'm going to show. I love Archie books.
Oh hell yeah! That gives me an
Age
opportunity
Archie.
to show my one Golden Age Archie. I love
Bob
that cover.
Montana from December of 1950.
I love that cover too. It's funny.
Absolutely. So of course the whole thing looks great. The top banner there, and then the Mirth of a Nation, Archie, and then your hands are so soft, Veronica. Betty's always sneaking herself in, which is so fantastic. And Veronica's Ronnie is like, "What are you talking about? My hands are soft. You're not touching my hands." Movie theater, it's just great. Brings you back to high school. It
almost looks like it's Jughead's hand too.
You're gonna make me hunt for that because I'm a Ronnie mark, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll show you another great Ronnie book in a second. Archie 47. You might actually have it. Someone else.
I don't. What's up, Kay Titus in the house? He says he loves Archie comics, popular when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Unreleases love Jughead's expression. So this is I got a few Archies, not a ton of Archies, but I think only one technically falls into the golden age as far as publication date is concerned, and that's this one. It's a much lower grade copy than what Alex just showed, but this is Archie number 35. Nice. This is the Hot Fudge Sundae stand cover.
Nice.
Where Ronnie's looking pretty fierce right there, dude. I love the way she's drawn on that one. And you got Betty in the background. And
she almost looks like Submariner's daughter,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Look at her on that, dude. I love this book. This is a great cover. And you got the classic Archie. Gee, Veronica, you're as pretty as a hot fudge sundae with whipped cream. He's just literally reading off the sign behind her because he's distracted.
Right.
I love that. That's just classic Archie. What's up, Life with Two YouTubers? Welcome, Sharon. Yeah, Alex's Archie posted on Instagram. I mean, a lot, and so does and Mr. Gretzky 9966. Like a lot of the Archie guys have sold me into hunting more Archies, but this is one of my favorites, so I had to grab that one when I saw it.
For some reason, Veronica reminded me of Submariner there, which is a little weird, and I don't want to get into it too much psychologically, so I had to pull this one out. So this is Submariner number 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Schomburg cover.
Wow, brother. Jeez.
Bill Everett art inside. You know.
What's up, Johnny Dakota in the house? Good to see you.
Submariner stuffing a torpedo down a hatch and a ship burning down in the background. It's classic Schomburg.
Yeah, that's jaw-droppingly good.
Yeah, that's too good.
I don't think I have anything.
An ad for Captain America in the back. An ad for Captain America in the back.
Oh, wow. Which issue is that ad for?
It's advertising number 6.
Damn. I'm a little speechless on that, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a great one. And I also forgot who goes next. Anytime one of you guys shows a book, I forget what the hell.
Alex is
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to show. So I'm going to show 2 more Archies on my next turns, but this one is one of 2.
You're more than welcome to show more than one book per turn. Also, by the way, there are no rules here. This is a free for all.
Okay, well then I'll show this one first. This is my Archie Grail. And I think it's a lot of other people.
Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, there it is.
Archie,
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a classic. That is a classic.
And
Bob Montana.
Yeah, Bob Montana cover, but it doesn't say, like, I almost wish the note said headlight cover or classic.
Yes.
It really, well, that's the old label. Does the new label say anything? Or,
I don't know. Probably classic cover or something
classic,
like that.
I would say classic cover. But
if you just, I bet you anything, if you just search on eBay headlight cover, you would find this.
What's up, Barbarian?
Yep.
Well, so this is obviously the Grail, but I want to show you another one that I think is so that's my favorite Betty cover. My favorite Ronnie cover is Archie 68. And she's, oh my gosh, kind of one of my pet peeves is when I don't want to get too like goo goo gaga over a cartoon, especially a cartoon. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Like, no, it just looks cool, It
does.
That is a great one.
Betty's in the background, all pissed, and Veronica is just, I mean,
like the little hearts and everything. It's just classic.
It looks stinking awesome, and I'm more of a rump guy than a headlights guy. So
that's awesome. Right?
Take the whole package, though.
All right. Well, I'm going to show a book that I actually. So I bought this book from Kenny, Comic Head 84, and I think he had bought it previously from DS. It's L.B. Cole, Guns Against Gangsters #1. I have it. It's not in a real slab. I have it in one of these, whatever, comic skin slabs right now. But it's L.B. Cole crime cover, dude. So
beautiful.
Love that. Guns Against Gangsters #1. I'm not a big L.B. Cole guy. Like, I am a fan. Don't get me wrong. Like,
you just lost DS as a subscriber.
No. I'm an L.B. Cole fan. I haven't had the money / opportunity specifically to focus on L.B. Cole and like going hard after L.B. Cole, like within my Golden Age collection and expanding my L.B. Cole, collection itself. I've spent more time, energy, and money on the Schomburg, I guess. There. DS is like, you're dead to me. He knows though. He knows that for a fact. He knows that when I got this was my first L.B. Cole book, and but I think he had sold it to Kenny at some point. And then I had picked this up from Kenny in person at Boston Comic Con last year when we hung out there, so that was cool. But yeah, that's my next turn. It's on you now, Mick.
Oh, it's on me. We're still on the Schomburg sort of.
Yeah, you're on whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Your wall's been destroyed back there. We've
no worries.
Right.
Whoa, what's that cool Master Comics behind you? And what's that orange guy?
I know that's that should have been that was the orange cover that I should have pulled. But we're not going to talk about that. And I think it's actually orange, but you guys can tell me if it's red or not. So this is
I can. I'm colorblind, so
this is a slightly restored grade Marvel Mystery 37.
Oh, hell yeah!
It is actually not a Schomburg cover though. It's Sid Shores and Oxner, but I just love this.
I like Sid Shores.
Yeah,
a lot.
It's it's a bunch of guys about to get shot up against the wall, and Hitler over here in the side.
What's up?
And
Comic Mag Musings.
And Submariner coming to rescue.
That's really nice.
Nice.
That's a bright red banner on that too. That looks good.
Looks orange to me, Alex, but we can argue about that later.
Yeah. You want to pull that out from orange category.
We're not going there. We're gonna go there.
All right, whose turn is it?
I'll go.
You gotta watch that on rerun, Covey.
What's up, graphic man? What?
You showed the LB Cole, so I'm going to show my one LB Cole that I have. You
only got one too? Great.
Yeah, this is 1952. I've looked at others, and I actually made a deal for another LB Cole in the same run, but this is Terrors of the Jungle 19, and it's got the bondage, and they're really cool. I love the way that the ape is glowing, and it's got that man cave. This is a red color.
That is great.
And that's blonde right there. That's a golden blonde. So I mean, LB Cole Star Comics, really cool, from 1952. And the numbering on this series is really weird because I think it's 17, 18, and 19 predate the ones that the other numbers like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are from 53, 54. So it's weird how they did like 17, 18, 19 and then went back and did the other ones. I don't get it.
Word. That's cool. That'll be cool, dude. I like that.
Yeah.
We
So I
have-
have another one coming in this same, I don't remember which one it is. Maybe 17 or 18. But
I enjoy
Yo.
LB Cole, but I haven't been able to get too much of his. But before are you showing an LB Cole, Kavi, or?
I'm going to show some Marvel Mystery because you showed some Marvel Mystery.
Let me just show my one LB Cole real quick, if I may.
Word. What's up, Who Dat Comics in the house? Good to see you. Oh, yeah.
oh,
This
nice.
is the last issue of Suspense Comics, number 12, famous hanging cover. But this is what I love about LB Cole. Just how the contrast. He has this guy with the bright red suit and this blue, the rich colors, the hanging guy coming out of the clock. I mean, it's just, to me, that's LB Cole at his finest.
That's awesome, brother.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Who Dat says we're 2 subs away. Are we hitting 1K? Yeah, we got to figure that out. Game plan to 1K. I'm in no rush, but hey, it'll happen soon, dude. It'll happen eventually. All right, so I'm going to show. This is my other. I already showed. I showed this already, right? Earlier, the Schomburg 29 Marvel Mystery Comics, but I'll show it again real quick because it's my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really nice 1.0.
It's a really nice 1.0. I mean, it's a really beat up comic, especially on the back. Like, look at, I mean, you see that huge thing right there.
I wouldn't think about that.
But the colors are decent for 1.0 and it presents well. So that's definitely probably my favorite cover of the title, and it's my favorite Schomburg cover of the title. But this is not a Schomburg. This is Marvel Mystery 70. This is a Vince Alessia cover. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But I love the Human Torch action on this particular cover. And the non-Schomburgs Marvel Mysteries that aren't keys are not crazy. You know what I mean?
They're very reasonable.
They're very reasonable.
Yeah, you get the later Marvel comics.
Yeah, so this didn't break the bank, and it's a 5.0 white pages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a really, really cool cover, and it's in that title. So there you go. I don't know which comic book the chat is talking about anymore because it's all delayed. Alex is asking, where can I buy old Archie comics to get for Japan?
That is a good question. I've shipped overseas, and it's like...
I don't know.
I honestly wonder if searching like the Philippines or something like that, because I know there's some really good collectors in the Philippines that have Archie comics, and I wonder if that would be even cheaper than going, or Singapore or something like that, than going all the way from the States to get comics. But eBay is probably your best bet, and if there's an eBay overseas.
Yeah, I haven't done a ton of time looking at like Asian versions of eBay. I've looked at Europe and stuff. That's a good suggestion. What's up, Junior Perez is in here. All right, is it Alex's turn?
Marvel Mystery.
Okay, awesome.
So
yeah, I got a Marvel after him, a mystery.
It's this.
How do I get? There it is.
This comes with the story. So I was in my territory, a sales rep, and I was in part of my territory up in Northwest Indiana, and I was picking up a lunch for an office, and I wanted to hit a shop that I've been to several times. So I went down there, and it was about 11 something, right before I had to go pick up my lunch and go to the lunch appointment. And the shop said, I pulled up to the shop, and it said it didn't open until 1 o'clock. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, come on. So I go up to the door, peek in, just to kind of scope out the shop. I've been there before, like I said. And the worker, like the employee guy, was just kind of sorting through books and saw me, and I was like, hey, are you guys open? And so he begrudgingly let me into the shop. And I said, I'm just looking for Golden Age books. He goes, oh, we got a couple. You can come on in. And he showed me the first book he picked out was, I think it's Superman 17, where he's holding the two.
Oh, Hirohito and Hitler. Yeah, that's a great cover. Yellow cover.
It was a 0.5. I don't know. I couldn't see what was wrong with it, CGC, but the front cover looked amazing. That sold for $300.
Oh man, yeah.
And he goes, well, it's somebody else has already got it. So I'm like, okay, well, what else do you got? You know, and I just glanced over at the counter, and behind the wall there was 2 Marvel mystery books. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, can I see those? And he was like, yeah, but they're not priced. I don't know how much they are. It's like, can you call the owner? Like, I'll pay right now. They ended up being $500 a piece.
Wow.
And this is one of them. Marvel Mystery Comics 52.
Nice.
It's a war.
What?
Yeah,
Oh
and I was like,
that's great.
I'll take them right now.
That is a deal.
So it's got Schomburg bondage. It's got this one, once again, this hooded figure. He's blasting through the Nazi sign there, and then you've got the Nazi troops down below about to do this.
Look at that! Look at that torture device. Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't even call that torture. That's just a death machine.
I want to get this graded. I think it's got a 1 staple time correct period. You know, I'm nervous because I think the centerfold, I haven't really checked. I think the centerfold might be very, very loose or almost completely detached. It's one of those where you flip.
You still got a deal, even if that centerfold's completely detached. You got a deal, dude.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much. I'm wondering what this would grade because it's in very, very nice grade. I mean,
World War II, Schomburg, bondage with a torture device. That's going to be worth something. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's super cool. But
if I ever make a hip hop album, it's going to be called Schomburg Bondage. Because I don't think there's ever been a show on YouTube where that has been said more times than in the last 45 minutes. All right, who's next? Man Cave?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can't outdo that, but I do have a Marvel Mystery 63 and 3.0 Schomburg cover. But what's good about this comic, it has Hitler, Goebbels, and Goring all running away.
Oh yes,
running into the and they're labeled. You could see them labeled. Goring, Goebbels, Hitler, all taken off, and Human Torch is blowing through the airplane like he does, and it's just ridiculous.
That's got great colors on that thing.
Yeah.
Wow. And that bomber is great too, man.
Look, the guy's shooting at him.
Is there somebody in that ball turret on the top, like that gunner position on the top?
Yeah, you mean the other side here?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he's right there, man.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Memphis Belle. Have you ever seen Memphis Belle? It's got Sean Astin in it. It's got tons of. It's about the first bomber team or the first bomber crew that successfully did the 20-some missions and was able to be sent home.
Wow.
Because the bomb Germany, I mean, the survival rate was, very, very low.
Oh, yeah, it's not, that wasn't easy.
Especially in those slow bombers, they're so slow, those flying fortresses. So, yeah, it's called Memphis Belle.
Memphis Belle.
Really cool.
Kenny's in the audience.
Kenny?
I just thought I'd show him that, Kenny, we showed a very nice Golden Age comic I picked up. High grade, beautiful white cover. Only Golden Age comic where Superman's punching Hitler in the face, I believe. It's unique.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, there's been a lot of Hitler and Axis of Evil in the last few rounds, so I'm gonna go more homegrown, patriotic with this. And I kind of regret this because I know Man Cave has a higher grade copy of this.
I knew I was looking for it.
So we already have the opposite photo up here, but this is All Star Comics 22 from 1944, and it's this classic flag cover.
Such a great cover.
And you got
a great cover.
Yeah, you got Washington and Lincoln.
No, Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, is that Jefferson?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't looked at the pictures of the presidents since.
Yeah, it's Thomas Jefferson and Lincoln.
Preschool or whatever. But yeah, old school Justice Society cover with an American flag and presidents. It is a 1.8, but it is a blue label.
Put them side to side, copy.
Yeah, but it's not quite this. Here, show the full copy. Yeah, there it is. 6.5 right there.
Kavi, yours doesn't look bad. That top
is beautiful, dude.
It doesn't look bad. Yeah, that top corner is pretty bad.
but both look great. I mean,
You love them. They're all
okay.
saluting. I almost pulled this as a Patriot cover because they're all saluting. They have the flag. You have two iconic presidents. It's just a great cover.
It's a classic cover. Yeah, like Brian says, it's a classic cover. Sure. Yo, what's up, Perry in the house? Good to see you, Perry. But yeah, dude, that's one of my favorites. And I didn't get around to showing it on our DC superhero show, so it's pretty cool to show here. All right, I think it's Alex, right? Yeah.
Alex.
Wait, I'll show the other one of that same deal. I've shown this a couple times because it's cool. It's beat down. It's got tape on the spine, but it was in that $500 a piece deal.
Oh yeah.
14.
Your rage cover.
Yeah. So what I sent him was I sent him a picture of the full cover, and then I sent him a picture of that. Just with
look at that
on the throat of that guy.
So cool.
So
great cover.
It's a 1.5 CBCS, so it's debatable. It's probably like a 0.5 or a 1.0, if at best CGC 1.0 at best. But the thing I love about this is the size of the gun that he, like the anti-aircraft gun, and then those
very phallic.
Yeah, it's got a an advertisement for the first Human Torch number 2. That would be the first Human Torch solo. That's right?
So.
Yeah. Human Torch number 1 on cover. So it's got that cool.
I love all the parachuters in the background there too. Like how many people are parachuting down. It's just crazy.
And I love how in Marvel, Timely books, they weren't afraid to show on the planes, like the Nazi swastika. Yeah. Whereas in DC, you have to guess, like, are they fighting a made up enemy?
Yeah.
Are they fighting? Super, super fun book. And I got this in that deal where the shop wasn't even open when I bought it.
Man Cave, TJ throwing a little shade saying that my copy looks better because it's CGC. So, just saying. What's up, JB? Discovery Bay Comics is in the house. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. Mr. Gretzky 996 is here. We showed a bunch of Archies earlier.
Yeah, man, you missed the Archies.
Wish you were here earlier. I think it was about, 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago? You can catch it on the rewind, or we can show a couple quick. Here, I know I have this one. This is my favorite, but Alex showed some major
pull out your Archies. I apologize, Mr. Gretzky. I have no Archies.
Though not yet.
Yeah.
Thank you, DS. He says we have some killer Marvel mystery comics. I only have 2 of them, but I'm proud of having those 2, especially that 29.
You only have 2 Marvel mysteries?
I only have 2 Marvel mysteries. I got a couple caps. I got this. So this is a cap, Timely. This is Captain America Comics 51. This is Schomburg.
Oh, that's nice.
I love that one.
That is great.
It's funny. I have 50 and 52. I don't have 51. Maybe I should make it.
Yeah, this one's freaking badass. Because you see, he's basically jumping off the page. You know what I mean? Like that's how much action's going on there. I love that one. It's one of my favorites.
His chest and shoulder workouts, I can see.
Right. And then my other cap is 20. This is Sid Shores. This is Sid Shores.
That is.
Wow.
I lost on Comic Hoarders with this book against a cover that didn't even have a real explosion on it. But anyway, they were both weak choices, I would say, for that.
You reminded me, Alex, of Human Torch, so I just thought I'd pull out my one Human Torch, number 16.
What's up, Tacoma?
There's a lot going on.
Hey, Pocan Joe. Later, Woody Warren. Hold on, I'm going to go full screen on Man Cave. Just want to say what's up to these peeps.
This is like Alex Schomburg at his finest. It's just so much going on, blowing through the shipyard and the turrets and flame everywhere. Just
hell yeah!
The detail. It's pretty classic for that.
That's a nice grade too. There was a 1.5 number 2 on eBay, and it was under $5,000. And I was like, oh, if I had the money, I'd probably jump on that just to get the first Human Torch. Book.
Do you guys have easy access to the first Golden Age comic book you ever got, or no? because I'm going to
No.
show mine. This is mine. I just want to show it real quick. It's 4-color, 456. It's a nice high grade copy of this Uncle Scrooge cover. So it's nothing really special, but I dipped my feet in the the kiddie pool, I guess, when I first started collecting Golden Age, and I got some of these Disney, Dell, and funny animal style books and things like that. Another one of the funny animal style books I have is this one. Hold on, Goofy Comics number 29, standard. Cool. This is 1948. This is a pretty high grade copy of this, an 8.5. Now there's only 2 of these on the census, and the other one's a 9.4. So there's a 9.4 and 8.5. Obviously, I don't know if there's really going to be any sort of major trend to go get this book, but this does have Frank Frazetta art in it, so that's why I like that one. And it's super. I guess it's rare according to the census. I don't know if there's raw copies floating out there. It's not a book that a lot of people will get graded, but not a book that you really ever see. So Goofy Comics 29.
You have the kid comic titles. I just have 2 that. Sorry to butt in, Alex, but
no.
I love Hitler covers. Not because I love Hitler. I love to see Hitler getting beat up. And this is a Goofy Comics versions. This is a Comedy Comics number 20. It's a timely comic.
Nice.
And that's Hitler over here being attacked by the bunny rabbit. And interestingly, there's 2 pigs on the getting about to get shot by a firing squad of a Nazi here, and the swastika on the cannon being bent. So although it's a kid comic, man, it's serious stuff. This is from 1943, man. Shit was going on.
That's crazy, dude.
Isn't it? And then just to show the other Hitler cover, this is Hitler, Tojo, and Mussolini all
Kids
being
Hitler covers. That's like a whole subcategory.
Terry Toons, number 7, another timely. I give timely credit, man. They put the pressure on the accents, man. They didn't mess around. Yeah, the sharks, they're dropping all of them into a shark pool. There's sort of like the Green Goblin, Peter Parker being with his hood off, being flown around. Here they are. They have him on a rope, float him over the shark tank.
That's so cool. It's a shark cover too, man. It's got a lot going on. I love it. Pocan Joe, what's up, Pocan? He says Golden Age is nice. Anyone have Ranger comics? I don't.
Pocan's big into the Ranger, right?
I don't know actually, but maybe.
I'll show some Ranger. I got 2 Ranger here.
Oh, you got some Ranger? Okay, cool.
Is he the one to ask about Blackhawk too?
Well, while you're looking for that, this is my one and only timely funny animal book. It's Surprise number 10. So, I mean, there's no Hitler, no cartoon Hitler on it or anything. Just a standard, timely, funny animal book from that era. But, Alex, you ready with your Rangers?
Yep. The first one's a Joe Doolin.
Oh, I like Joe.
This is from 46. Got a great. I don't know about the dude. Yeah, I don't know about the dude's lipstick though.
Sorry.
So there's that. But I like the Tommy gun in the back. I like
another Paeta cover.
Yep. Paeta.
The Doolin in these Fiction House books, I mean, is just a master. So there's one Ranger Comics 30 from 46, and then you get into more cartoony. After a while, when Firehair came on, so this is Firehair or Ranger Comics number 57 with Firehair, and there's actually a Firehair original art from Fiction House, but it's not a Ranger Comics. It's actually a Firehair issue on eBay right now, and I've been looking at it, and I just exposed it to the world.
You just exposed it. Not only you just exposed it to the world, you exposed it to me.
I know. Well, go get it, man, because somebody should own that. It kind of kicks me in the butt that or I kick myself in the butt because I did buy when I bought some of those original art pieces that I think I showed you.
Yeah, you showed me on Instagram.
Silver Sable, 90s stuff. It's still pretty cool, but there was it wasn't known to me, but there was an older romance, and I should have bought it because it was in that same lot. that they had, and I just passed on it because I was like, I'm not into romance.
That's that's an era I have not gotten to. As far as of course, there's way less art available.
Yeah.
From the Golden Age, but I don't have a single Golden Age original art piece. Silver Age is as old as I get.
See if that
they didn't save much of their original art in the Golden Age.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not as much valuable. Yeah.
It's just not in existence. You know what I mean?
Dorkeries are in the house. What's up, Dorkeries?
Hey, Dorkeries!
They do awesome CGC unboxings. I love CGC.
Oh, dude, I love them, dude. They were on my Star Wars show a couple weeks ago. However, that was what? Oh, I said a couple weeks ago, but that was like last week. Like time goes so slow, or I don't know. No, so I don't know if it's slow or fast. I just can't keep track of time anymore because of this whole thing that we got going on. But good to see you guys. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being on that show. If you want to go down that dark Golden Age path, just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll
thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, exactly. DS says LB Cole original art cover just sold last week on Heritage.
Wow.
Okay, wow. That's crazy. All right. I don't remember whose turn it is.
I think it's mine, or I'm not sure.
All right, fine. It's yours. Go for it.
So, still on the Schoenberg title. This is one of the raw comics I have. I took it out of the bag. Daring number 11. You know.
Did you just buy them off the rack?
Right.
Brand new.
Yeah, I got this off the spinner rack. I just saw it.
Oh man.
I think DS is saying that LB Cole cover only went for $20K.
That's it.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, I would expect it to be more.
Curious what the image was, like what the actual.
I mean, all the tanks. Look at all the army men.
Dude, wow. That looks incredible. That's a book where you need to take it out because the Mylar actually doesn't improve it. It's
right.
Well, I have it in a poly. That's I had to really take it out.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't have anything that can top that, but I'm not. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show. You know, I'm gonna show something that hasn't been shown. I guess so far tonight. Well, I guess Dell. I've shown some Dell, but I haven't shown any Dick Tracy.
Oh my gosh, nice.
So I like these old school super comics featuring Dick Tracy. What number is this?
It's a Dell, right?
What's up?
It's a Dell, right?
It's a Dell, yeah. I don't see the number, but so I can go reference.
It's pretty old.
I have a an old school document where I have some of this information that I can look up real quick. If you bear with me real quick. Let's see. What was that? It was Super Comics. Super Comics number 111. So Super Comics number 111. So yeah, love that classic Dick Tracy gun pose, dude. It's just, I love that, dude. That's really cool. Where's the two-way wrist radio? Yeah, but this is the only one I have. So I am looking for more. I do like the Dick Tracy books. Fun Comics says, I mean, all y'all have the fire making me get an itch I didn't want. We hear that a lot. We hear that a lot.
I'll show Dick Tracy.
Oh, you got some? Cool.
I wish I had. I used to have a ton of Dick Tracy, awesome books from the late 40s. That were actually.
Hey, DS, that's part of the charm, though. He says he never knows how to properly hold the gun, though, but that's exactly why I like it. It's like.
That's right.
So this is a Dell Super Comics from 1944, and this was actually a gift. I just got it from First Edition Comics. I bought a couple books, and he threw this in, which I think is worth more than all the other books that I bought from him. It's Super Comics number 71, Chester Gould cover.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's great. Awesome that Goon looks. I recorded a video right before this that as soon as this is done, I'm going to make a thumbnail and then release it.
That's beautiful.
So if you are not subscribed or haven't hit the bell to be notified, Super Comics 71.
Dude, I love that one. That one's awesome.
I love Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy almost doesn't look like Dick Tracy in that, but look at that Goon. I think the Goon is what makes this cover.
That's a classic.
I'm going to
be
searching for that.
That is like 71. When I think of 1940s, 30s Goon. That's what I look. That's what I think of, dude. That's
the rough 5 o'clock shadow or day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's still wearing a suit and he has a tie.
Barbarian asked the question, do any of us collect the little big books? I don't have any of those.
I don't. Well, I don't have any Dick Tracy, but I'll pull out some old stuff that I got recently. 2 of them. 2 raws.
Oh, don't! I see it. I see it already.
I saw the peak.
From 1940, we got Zip Comics #2 here.
That is
a low grade. It's like a 1.5. I already opened it and read it. It has tape all over the cover, but you look at it. There's a prison break. The light's shining on him. He's lifting up a car. Just a great cover. I mean, Steel Sterling taking him out. The stories, it's great. Mr. Staten, the Scarlet Avenger. I mean, if you have a raw Golden Age, read it and go through it. It's pretty interesting. And then I have another one. It almost looks like a Human Torch knockoff. I thought it was interesting. Zip Comics #10, and the colors, and he just the torch sort of went through that wall, but didn't really give it the Schomburg effect. It's very weird. And the guys are falling out the building there. You can see.
Wow.
And it's just, nice old Zip Comics, both low grade, but and restored. This one's definitely restored. This is sealed to the spine seal, tape, all sorts of stuff. I'm sure. Yep.
MLJ pre-Archie is man, that stuff is unattainable for me. I just can't find a deal.
What's up, Splash Page in the house? Good to see you, man. All right. So how much longer you guys want to hang out? I'm just testing the temperature of the room. I got a few minutes. I got a couple more books. I got like 10 more books or something on my desk that I could show. Up to you guys. Want to keep it rolling? We keep it rolling. All right.
Yeah, unless Alex has something to do.
I got a hot tub date with my wife in a little bit, but I'm good to go.
Is it my turn or is it your turn?
Go ahead. I'll go after you.
All right. So this is the only Smash Comics I have. Smash Comics #60. Jack Cole.
Nice.
Quality stuff.
So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to experiment as much as I can, like find my first book of this title and that title. So there are a lot of titles in my Golden Age PC where I'm only going to have like one example of the title, but I like kind of having that full coverage of all these different genres. As it's probably impossible to get one of every title super quickly. Like you got to space it out. But I really dig that one. I like that cover a lot.
That is beautiful.
All right.
I think Alex said he was.
Yeah, I'll go. This is an interesting book. I found it at an antique shop, and it's a Fox feature publication. It's a #2 from 1948, I think, and the cover is unknown who the artist is, but it's Cayman Like. So it's Women Outlaws #2. The white, and now it's got a little bit of chip right there. Obviously, but the white on the cover is so white. You've got the lady there with a gun shooting off the cowboys on the horses and whatnot on the stagecoach. It's just an awesome, cool, rare book. I mean, I would consider this rare. You don't see too many women outlaws, but yeah. I'm not sophisticated enough to have the Gerber guide, so I don't know the rarity level of this book.
I'm not either, Alex. We gotta borrow it. We gotta borrow it.
I'm not one of the sophisticates.
I know. I do want to get one of those. There's 2, right? 2 volumes to cover the
Golden Age, yeah. And then we're going to Marvel, right? Is Marvel the next 2?
I don't know. I'm not an expert, honestly, on the Gerber guides because I don't have any of them.
You and I are in the same boat.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
Like after the Golden Age volumes, do they continue into the?
Oh yeah. So there's 2 Golden Age volumes, and then there's a complete Marvel, like all from silver to somewhere in the 1980s, I believe. It stops like 1984. I can't remember, but it covers a lot. Yeah, it covers a lot.
Okay,
you gave me that.
Ryan just answered it also in the chat.
No DC though, unfortunately. Yep, that would be nice. So Alex,
Cowpuncher.
Since Alex pulled out that comic, I have to pull out
So
Cow
good.
Puncher #2. It's a pretty well-known bondage cover. Headlights, bondage.
Hell yeah.
Pretty. I pulled it out in the raw again. You should check them out.
Wow, you get nice page quality.
Yeah. I put it around a 2.5 grade.
Nice.
So it's a little later Golden Age. We've been doing mostly 1940s, but yeah.
It's old Ref Johnny in the house.
Oh, there he is. It says, "What a badass crew in here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you." All right. So this is one of the, I guess, what you call DC Golden Age superhero books that I forgot to show on the first episode of this show. So yeah, sorry, Man Cave. I forgot I even had it. You know what? And you know why? Because it's in a magazine-size holder, and therefore it doesn't go in the box with the other slabs.
Oh,
so I forget I have it. Yeah.
That's annoying when they do that. You know,
I know,
it's quite often you can take it to a convention, say redo this, and they'll stick it in a real fold.
Because I've heard opposite things.
I've had that happen.
Too fragile or something.
A friend of mine was going to a con and he got it done correctly.
All right. Well, the book I'm talking about is this issue of World's Finest from December 1942.
Woo-hoo!
World's Finest #8. It is restored, so it's a 3.0. A lot of amateur restoration, like a kid, kind of did amateur color touch. He worked on the trade dress a little bit himself, things like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean, like on the spine and everything. But definitely one of my favorites covers of the title. A lot of cool covers on that title, but anything that says that anything that references war bonds and stamps and things like that, I'm a fan of that shit. And this is one of my favorite DC Golden Age superhero books that I have, regardless of the condition and the purple label and everything like that. So I want to show that here as a little addendum to the previous episode, I guess, because I totally forgot.
Nice.
All right.
I can't even remember whose turn it is.
I think it's Alex.
Alex.
Okay, so I am transitioning back. I'm gonna go
After sex change operation, you're transitioning back.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I remember when you showed this one. This is beautiful.
Yeah, Starling.
Oh, that's perfect timing because I haven't shown my Startling comics.
41, and I love the fact that he's got the atomic bomb. Hey, this would have worked for the tearing cover because he's tearing.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would.
This is the obvious. But I wasn't even thinking about or torn covers. I wasn't even thinking about giant size X-Men. I was thinking about what book of mine actually has a rip in it. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Pyro Man with the atomic bomb, and this is talking about the atomic bomb effects.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. Nice.
That's one of my favorite titles, dude. I really like all the genre. I mean, it's obviously 49 is like the grail or whatever that everybody wants. But there are so many cool covers in that title. So I'm going to bring out my Startling comics next, but I think it's on you now, man, Cave.
Yeah, I couldn't. I have a Startling comics. I know I've showed it. I think I showed it to you before, but for some reason I can't find it. But,
no worries. Show whatever you want.
It's now buried.
So I'm going to show something a little different. Harvey Comics. This is
cool.
Speed Comics number 30. And it's considered, it's, if you look here, it says Death Chamber for Prisoners of War, but they're all like kids and it's a woman. So a lot of people felt like it was more of a reference to Holocaust. And what I love too is the guy up on the top up here holding the rope.
That's awesome.
Dude.
While Captain Freedom is fighting some weird alligator type things. And,
oh yeah.
It's just
Speed Comics, and I don't have any
1944. Yep. Harvey.
I like
awesome. All right, so these are my two Startling comics. Real quick, this is Startling Comics number 43. I love that cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Air Fighter, I love it. And it's, it's a little bit, I guess, This is what I guess you would call like a sunburnt cover to some degree, like on the corners and everything, but still presents pretty well. And then this is, I guess, a more well-known cover within the Startling run that Schomburg did. Startling Comics 38. This is the hypodermic needle cover.
Oh, that's great.
And this is in much better condition, 5.0. But yeah, that's one of my favorite covers right there.
I found my Startling.
Oh, you found it?
While we're at the... That's beautiful. Look at that.
Right?
Oh,
that's
man.
one of my favorites, too.
Fighting Yank again.
Yeah, Fighting Yank on the cover, but from the Startling Comics.
Love
title.
the ghoulish doctors there.
Right, there's the hypodermic needle.
Oh, yeah.
There.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is a real... Yeah,
You found yours?
Yep. This is a little later. This is an airbrush Schomburg cover, number 52.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I showed this on Kenny's channel a while back, but yeah, this is a pretty well-known cover.
Awesome.
And Alex, you commented that she's usually doing all the work, but in this case, what's his name? You know his name.
Lance Lewis.
Yeah, Lance Lewis is actually doing the shooting and the killing. That's a rarity, right? Because usually he's sort of he's like a sidekick who's always just being rescued, right? Or
he's on the cover, but nobody's buying it because Lance Lewis is there.
Yeah. They're buying it for the you know what?
Hey, Mom, I need to get the newest Lance Lewis comic. So okay, I got 3 more Startling comics.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, show them all. Do speed rounds.
All right.
Yeah, show them up.
This is a Graham Ingalls, which Graham Ingalls did some great covers for Nidor. And this is super low grade. I got this for $70.
Nice.
And I almost had buyer's remorse because it's just taped on the cover.
Yeah.
And there's one piece of tape right there. I almost had buyer's remorse, but you know what? I put it into Mylar and it made it into like an 8.0. So
still a gorgeous cover to look at.
Yeah, and that's all I care about.
I'd rather spend $70 on that than
look at that.
Whatever, $70 on 15 modern books.
Yep, absolutely. So this is Startling Comics 44. Love the giant ant guy. Lance Lewis is in the back, and you've got this female character. Okay, I'll show another one. So I'll do a speed round here.
Yeah, show whatever you want to show.
So you're right, Alex. I'm confused because Lance Lewis is actually doing stuff, but she's the reason they're buying it. Yeah, I got it a little backwards about it.
Absolutely. So an Australian viewer of my channel, he goes by Pickle Nut Comics on Instagram. He reached out to me after watching one of my videos and said he had 2 books that he wanted to offer me to buy. And there was only 2 Golden Age books. And so the first one was Startling Comics 48.
Wow.
This one's a little bit chewed up or a little bit damaged down here, but it doesn't bother me because the majority of this is good.
That's so look at how bright that is. I mean, for a white cover that age, that's just amazing.
That's gorgeous,
You've
man.
got at the top the featuring Lance Lewis, Space Detective in the background. And then, but my favorite one, and I would have bought that one anyways, but this one is spectacular.
What number was that last one before you go into that?
It was 48. So
48, okay.
One before that. And then this is one of my favorites because it's got the Schomburg plane in the back. This is Startling Comics 53.
Wow.
Nice.
And it's got these little octopus guys in there. It's got the plane in the back. It's probably like a 2.5. It's great. I mean, it's attached at the cover. Just got a little bit of spine splitting there. Or not spine split, like rips. They go this way, so they're not like vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the most disappointing thing in Startling Comics is this female character is nowhere to be found within the pages of Startling Comics. And I was so disappointed that I was like, okay, I'm going to find out who's this, what's this lady's name? Because in their other title, Wonder Comics, Tara is not only, this is Tara, T-A-R-A, not only is she featured on the cover, she's the title character in her own, in the feature of this book. So Wonder Comics, I got all the Terra covers.
That's a great run.
Wow.
I can show those in a second, maybe on my next turn. But I did want to show last thing about these. So Startling Comics. I was telling the guys before we jumped on, this right here just screams late 40s, early 50s sci-fi to me. So I absolutely loved it. That I won on Comic Head 84s. I won a $50 gift card, and they're all joking like, oh, he already has something in the cart that he's going to buy. Like, as soon as he gets the number, boom, he's going to hit. Kind of. I wanted to dabble in these, and I'm not going to show anything else but this one book, but I got a stack of books off of eBay, and I will show one. So remember, keep this in your memory right here, this screaming 50s, late 40s, 50s sci-fi. I picked up Startling Stories, same company, better publications. And it's I want to tell you guys about this artist for really, really quick. It's an artist that drew in the 40s and 50s. This is from 45. And he died in 52. He was like 50 years old when he died. 51 or 52. His name is Earl Berge. He is a pulp and novel artist. If you guys want to see some awesome covers, everyone loves Schomburg. I love Schomburg. He looks great. Look at this dude's painting covers.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. And there's some really great stuff on the inside of these. So I picked up a whole bunch of these. I picked up 15 Startling Stories just for the covers. Now, at some point, they started to make their stories more sophisticated. These each contain like a novelized story. So at some point, they went from really kiddie sci-fi stories to more sophisticated. I'm going to check some of these out, read them, and at some point, I will show these in a haul video.
Put up the 48 again, the Startling.
Yeah. I'll show side
by side with me, just real quick, because I feel like.
Wait, hold on.
Unruly sent me an AOK of Amazing Adventures, Murphy Anderson cover, and those aliens look so similar. I thought maybe they were cousins, but.
I hate to say it, but there's a really great Amazing Adventures Schomburg cover where the humans are in the jail cells, and it's like Human Zoo. It says something above them, Human Zoo. Oh, sorry, I'm not getting the aliens in there.
I think.
Sorry, I'm just trying to produce it in real time to get you guys side by side.
For sending this, by the way. So, 1951. Classic.
I hate to tip people off to that Amazing Adventures Schomburg cover where the people are in the jail, because I don't have a copy and I would love a copy, but I just haven't spent the like $100 that it is. So.
Yeah.
So I basically don't have any pulps except for this one, and it is a Schomburg. So this is a fantastic story magazine from 1953.
What'd you put that in? Golden Age? Silver?
Yeah, I put this in a Golden Age full, like three Golden Age fullbacks. And a Mylar, of course, but yeah, there are 5 different pulp stories in this. But Schomburg did the cover. You can see he did the full Alex Schomburg on that one.
Wow.
And I love that's one of my. I just love the sci-fi vibe of that.
Older one. What year is that?
1953. So right in that 1950 to 1955 sci-fi pocket. But it is a pulp, so it's not a comic book on the inside.
His first pulp,
5 different stories from 5 different writers. So
Alex Schomburg's first pulp work was actually on Startling Stories. It was one of the first ones, and it's really cool where like the aliens are kind of shipping off to their ships like caskets, like clear caskets with humans in them. So they're like abducting humans. It's awesome.
Nice.
All right, I think it's Man Cave's turn, right?
Is it?
I don't know, honestly, guys.
I'm just grabbing random stuff now, man. You guys are tapping me out.
Or I could show something else. Hold on, I'll show something else real quick. The Doll Man, nice.
Another Doll Man. We were talking about him earlier.
Ooh, yeah.
Love that. Stuck in a bottle.
Very cool.
I forget who did the cover here. Gil Fox.
I hadn't even touched my Fiction House, which I don't have a ton of. I have like 3 or 4. All right, I'm gonna show this because I don't have a ton of pre-code horror, but this is one of my favorite covers, I guess. It's Tales of Horror number 11 from Toby Press. This is 1954. It's a low grade, but I love that cover, dude.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
That's what we call tentacle bondage right there. Tentacle bondage. Tentacle bondage. Good girl.
Testicle, I think. Testicle.
Tentacle. But yeah, dude, I love that. I love that that cover. I don't have a ton of PCH. I got maybe like 7 or 8 total PCH books. But I think that's probably one of my favorite covers that I got in that subgenre. All right, you guys go. You got a couple more turns, and then we'll wrap it up.
Go ahead, Alex.
I'm going to speed around my Wonder Comics. So this is Nidor, Better. It's all Schomburg airbrush.
Yeah.
So this is the first cover appearance of Tara. It's number 16. Her first appearance was in 15, which is a really expensive book, actually, and it's the one where it's the microscope and the scalpel. Really cool book. I do not have that one. Wonder Comics 16. But my goal was to collect 16 through 20, which is all the covers of Tara. So that's 16.
Right.
17, Stray Flexen found this for me at C2E2. And so this is number 17. Look at that guy down there. Look at that dude. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
I made a couple deals with him at C2E2. Nothing crazy. One of the Schomburg I showed earlier I bought from him.
He's a cool dude. I like
dude, yeah. He's going to be on Original Art Hour in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Wonder Comics 18 got this from Ted from Superworld. So Ted gave me a really great deal on this. Awesome guy. Love Ted. Stray Flexen, I got this from him as well. This was the last. No, this was the second to last one that I needed. And so there's that Schomburg plane again right there. It's got the little. It's like a big Airbus with the little top thing there and no wings really, and all those little alien troops are coming out, so that's awesome. Number 19, and the last one in the set, and this is the last book in this title, is number 20. And I love these Tesla coil things here. Those are really cool. And
wow,
that's
now
awesome.
your covers there are so clean, man. Is it Mylar or is it really that clean, man? I'm just like, that's just crazy.
These are completely raw right now. That's just
I know. Mylar, I'm going to put everything in Mylar, dude.
Probably depends on
I can't believe they're actually that good looking, man. That's just amazing.
Yeah, dude.
As I said on 84's channel, Mylar is like a few drinks at the end of the night to make someone look nice. You know, it's just like.
That's a great set.
I love the way that the title looks. Different colors, different color palettes on each of these books. So good.
Yeah.
It's got all the same character, Tara.
Nice. All right, on to you, Man Cave.
Yeah, I'm just pulling out the last thing I actually picked up today, so I thought I'd sort of unrelated everything. It's a Dan Zolnowicz cover, so I'm not very familiar with him. 1943, Fight Comics.
Fight Comics.
Nice red cover. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Fiction House, right? Fight Comics.
And, the guy coming in with the parachute, the guy's on a motorcycle, you see the nurses in the background, and, it's just a lot of paratroopers in the back, almost like the Schomburg cover that Alex was showing earlier. Yeah. But just
so good.
You like them? Don't you like motorcycle covers, Kavi? Was that
I love motorcycles in the artwork, especially on the covers too. But yeah. That Batman, I think it's Batman 23. That's been on my list for a while.
Yeah,
I could be wrong about the number. So I got one Fight Comics. Here's my Fight Comics.
Woohoo! Oh yeah,
43. Oh, this is Joe Doolin.
Is she wearing a thong or something? What is that? That no, I'm talking about
more going on there than we know.
That's a crazy outfit from the person about to kill her.
Yeah, I know. I just thought that there was so much twisted stuff happening here that
it's almost very 2020 with the.
I got this at C2E2. I was just thumbing through like a box at a dealer, and I don't remember.
That's awesome.
But I took this one out and put it. You know how you do that when you're thumbing through boxes. You take a book out and you kind of set it to the side, and then you think about it or whatever. But anything too long about this one. So. I love that.
All I know, Kavi, is if I live near New York, it'd be dangerous for me, man. There's too much opportunity.
I didn't even get this in New York. I got this in Chicago.
Oh, you got that in Chicago. Same difference, probably.
Same difference. All right. On to you, Alex.
Okay, I'll show my fight. Fight Comics 69.
Oh,
I
69.
kind of like the jungle more themed books. I like the earlier ones better, but
do you have a lot of jungle comics, Alex? Don't you?
yeah. I actually brought out a whole stack of them. I don't know if I'll show them, but I brought out all my jungle, jumbo, just Fiction House. Once again, jungle comics. Some of these Fight, Ranger, Wings, they're great books to buy cheap to experience Golden Age.
Kavi, you should save that. Kavi, you should save that. We should bring Alex and Jambo on together.
Yeah, we should bring them
maybe JD. You could have a whole show dedicated to jungle comics.
So I would love to see more of those.
Yeah. JD, Jambo, and Alex. You guys.
That'd be a good jumbo show and tell. Which I would be done after like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, I'm actually super. I would almost have to bow out and just watch it. It's that would be
Stanables wants to show the stack now, but that's up to me.
He's got a hot tub party, man.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so
for another time.
All right, so you guys have anything else you want to show with one final round, or do you want to wrap it up? I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Yeah, one final quick round, sure.
One final quick round. Should I go first, then you guys go last?
Yeah, sure. I'll show one I've showed. I've only shown this on one competition thing, so maybe no one's seen it, but it's sort of a key.
First edition says he thinks he's gonna go broke because his list just got extra long. TJ says, "What am I, chopped liver?" Oh, if you want to come on,
TJ, I've heard legends about TJ. Definitely. Let's get TJ.
All right. If I'm going to show, this is my last showing. I will show. I'll show something totally random. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. This cover was done by Booty Rogers. I don't even know who the freaking publisher is of this book, but I just thought it was a cool, good girl art and a baseball cover.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Babe number 2.
That's awesome.
Old CBCS will definitely want to get this into a CGC at some point. But
oh man,
look how cool that is! Look at her leg kick, man.
Yeah,
the leg extension on that is very, very nice. I like that. So,
gives a new meaning to fastball.
Yeah.
Who published that book? Did you say again?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say, and I don't know a ton about it, if I'm honest. So
it's very reminiscent of another title by Quality called Hickory. If you've never really I
don't think I've seen that title.
Oh, just look it up like mycomicshop.com. That's beautiful, man. I love that, babe.
That is
great. Ball, baby. So yeah, that's my little oddity to wrap up this show for me. Man Cave, you go next, and we'll wrap it up.
I lied to say I had 2. I had one that I was going to show, but since you showed a baseball cover, I couldn't resist.
Oh hell yeah, baseball cover.
Yeah. This guy's Uncle Sam says, "Look like a homer," and he's like, "It's only a foul ball, Uncle Sam." And it's Tojo. He's smacking up with the baseball. But let me show you the one I was going to end with, which
Wolf Blitz, I think, looked that up for me. Published by Prize/Headline, the Babe issue.
So this is sort of a minor key for the Golden Age. Police Comics #1.
Oh yeah.
Quality comic.
Isn't that the first appearance of Plastic Man?
It's the first appearance of Plastic Man, Phantom Lady, Human Bomb, and the Firebrand. All 4 of them. And it's a slightly restored 6.5.
Okay, vote below. Man Cave or
yeah, and vote now. Man Cave or Alex's Comic Hoarder. No, I'm just kidding. D-Ron Compton in the house, who says he's late. You know the drill. I will wrap up the last 100 minutes for you right now. No, I will not, but enjoy that rewind watch, my friend. Thank you for stopping by at the end here. Dude, that's a crazy book right there. That
definitely.
That's crazy. What's up,
he-
Rag718 in the house? Good to see you here.
The Great Legend has an unrestored version of that. He has a
and the Great Legend also has a Wiz 2 unrestored.
Yeah, he has some ridiculous comics. So
I don't have any of the I don't have any Classic Man stuff. I don't have any of the, the Fawcett Captain Marvel stuff.
I have if we do a Fawcett show, I have a lot of Fawcett. Not as big.
I don't have any.
I'd be happy to see comic as big as the Great Legend, but I have I make up in a volume of that one. So
all right, well we try to get him on, and then you guys can show your Fawcett, and I can just sit here and not have to worry about showing anything.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, Alex, this is your last round, brother. Thank you for being on the show with us and hanging out and sharing some of your Golden Age books. Yeah, we probably showed way more books than we originally thought we were going to be. I'm glad we all brought this many books to the table because that was fun. To do.
Totally fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's been super fun. I've been wanting to do this, just show Golden Age, talk Golden Age. Thing I love about Golden Age is for me as started out in the 90s, Death of Superman, went into the 2000s, bought all those books, then went back and brought Bronze, Silver, all that stuff. The Golden Age is super new to me. So I still find things that capture my attention and my affection and my affinity, excuse me. This is one I'll just show. I do have a big book right here, but I just recorded a haul video, and I'm going to show that.
Don't spoil it here. Yeah,
on my video. I want to, but
I look forward to watching your videos, Alex. So
yeah, so it'll be the last book on my haul. So
What's up, Superior?
It's kind of a book. I found this in an antique shop in a really, really small town. And since DS Comics has been here the whole time, it's
He's hung out.
Yes, my man.
Still
this
here.
Is from June 1948 from DS Publishing.
Oh.
Gangsters Can't Win.
Gangsters.
Number 3. And you've got the beautiful red dress.
Look at that.
The gangsters, the Cubs know this lady, and she's I don't think she's gonna unwillingly go, but she's on a date with this Captain America, Steve Rogers looking guy.
She's smoking though. Damn.
She doesn't look all that worried.
Yeah, she knows. Come on, man, get out of the car. So she knows these guys. But
that's a great comic
and a kind of oddity. Gangsters Can't.
I like the suicide door there too. Oh man. Yep.
Pretty neat book, and you don't see this too often. Like when you see this book on Instagram, you're like, oh man, I'm like the other guy in the world that has that book.
Yeah, the one other dude. That's amazing.
So that's all I got.
All right, guys. Well, I could sit here for another 2 hours and go through the rest of my stack of my box if we had the time, but we don't, and I don't want to bore everyone else for another 2 hours. There will be more episodes of this show.
Yeah.
There will be more Golden Age sharing sessions with other collectors. This has just been a blast. I love doing this. Hope you guys in the chat and whoever's watching this on Rewind, I know it'll be a challenge on Rewind, like a freaking almost 2 hours. But I hope you guys enjoy seeing some of these books. You don't really get to see these kind of books every day, all the time in the community. So that's kind of the point of trying to do something like this. And anything you guys want to mention before we sign off here? I'm not even going to promote my next thing or anything like that. So,
yeah, I have nothing particular to just enjoy and hang out with you guys. Thanks for having us on in Coffee NYC.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, guys. You guys are always welcome here.
Great to hang out with you, Alex.
Everyone,
thanks, chat. I appreciate y'all coming around.
Everyone subscribe to Man Cave Comics and demand more videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the link to Man Cave and Alex Comic Hoarder in the description below. So you're already subscribed to Alex Comic Hoarder. Let's be real.
I think the nerds in this chat probably already are subscribed. You're talking to the
probably. But we're all just talking to each other here.
Well, now we all need to demand more videos then.
Yes. Well, as I said, when I get on Kavi and Biggie and 84, I get on their live streams and it makes me lazy putting out my own stuff, man. It's just too fun to get on with you guys and just BS the whole time. But you're right.
I got to do eBay search.
I did mention in Kavi, I hit 200 subscribers and I said I'd do a competition video, so I'll have to do that. And I did say the prize was going to be a Captain America 78.
What?
1.5 grade, probably.
Wow. I don't have that, so I'm gonna enter whatever this contest is.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Romita Senior cover.
Yeah, I love that one. That's
last Golden Age Captain America.
Last Golden Age Cap, yeah.
Yep. It's an Atlas comic. There's only 3
of them. What's up, Matt?
Boy
at 7. Your show host from Comic Hoarder in the house. Dude, yeah, that's a great book. Great prize book.
I'm going to require a video, but it'll be easy. It won't be a big. I like to reward the community who put out stuff. I might make an exception for Steve Whiting. He's the only one. He doesn't do a lot. Yeah.
All right, guys.
It's awesome to be on a show with you that you're not mean to me.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I don't like to be mean to you, Alex.
So it's so bad after that show that I immediately message him, dude. Was I too much? I'm sorry if I was.
Yeah. You should be in Hialeah. We're going at it, but we love each other, man. It's like it's all fun, man.
Cave's one of the nicest dudes around, but he knows how to flip that competitive switch on. I'm similar, I think. That's why I'm kind of staying a little bit away from those competition shows. Yeah. It's just I need to just chill here and bring my stress level down.
It was an ego burst because Lucha Libre Hialeah, he swept me. He made the better choices. He outthought me. I mean, it was. I had comics that I probably could have won with if I thought about it, but he thought more. I was just sitting there and I don't know the difference between red and orange. That also.
Welcome to the toilet bracket. Welcome to the losers bracket, brother.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Less stress now. Less stress. I'll be back. We'll have a rematch.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight and hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and a great week. We'll catch you next time.
Matt's not. One last thing. Matt says he's not having me on again because I cussed in Spanish. So he's right. I'll cuss in a different language that no one knows.
All right, that's the game plan for next time. Man Cave will make his return on Comic Hoarders at some point. All right, everybody. Thanks you again.
Matt. Thank you, Gabi.
We will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Oops.